The Vanishing Hikers. The group of hikers had always loved exploring new trails, but something felt off about this one. As they made their way up the mountain, they heard a strange noise in the distance. Without warning, the noise grew louder and more intense, and they realized it was coming from the woods. They decided to investigate but soon regretted their decision. When they reached the spot where the noise was coming from, they found nothing but silence. That's when they noticed that their fellow hikers had vanished into thin air. They searched for hours but never found any trace of them. The Haunted Forest. The group of friends thought it would be fun to go camping in a remote forest, but they were wrong. As they set up their tent, they heard strange whispers coming from the trees. The whispers turned into screams, and the group realized that they were not alone. The forest was haunted by the spirits of those who had died there. The group quickly packed up and left, but the spirits followed them. Even after leaving the forest, they could hear the spirits' whispers in their ears, reminding them of their terrifying encounter. The abandoned mine. The couple had always loved exploring abandoned places, but this mine was different. As they walked through the dark tunnels, they heard footsteps coming towards them. They turned around to see a ghostly figure staring back at them. The figure didn't say anything, but its presence was enough to send shivers down their spine. The couple ran out of the mine, but the figure followed them, getting closer and closer until it disappeared without a trace. They never returned to that mine again, afraid of what they might encounter. The creature in the woods.
The solo hiker had heard stories of strange creatures in the woods but never believed them until now. As they walked down the trail, they heard a growling noise coming from the bushes. They tried to ignore it, but the noise grew louder and more intense.
Suddenly, a large, dark creature appeared from the trees and began to chase after them. The hiker ran for their life, never looking back. They made it back to their car, but they could never forget the creature's haunting growl. The disembodied voice. The group of friends loved a good scare and decided to hike a trail known for its creepy stories. As they walked down the trail, they heard a voice calling out to them from the woods. The voice was faint at first, but it grew louder and more menacing. They realized that they were being followed by a vengeful spirit, and they quickened their pace. When they finally made it back to the car, they thought they were safe. But then they heard the voice again, whispering in their ear, "You can never escape me."